Hi everybody, it's Honest John. Yesterday, Congress sprang into action, passed legislation shifting funds from airport improvement programs in order to keep air traffic controllers on the job. The sequester has been starting to have an effect on airports, and there have been flight delays and cancellations. Now, I'm really relieved that Congress did that. I depend on travel to get to gigs. I depend on airplanes. So I could have really been hurt if that had gotten worse. But of course, they weren't really thinking about me or any of the other people sitting in coach with me. No, they did it for the guys up in first class, business class, and the guys with private jets. Because if you have a private jet, you expect to take off when you want to. You don't like being told you're going to have to wait a few hours. And of course, members of Congress themselves, as senators and representatives, they were finding themselves stuck in flight delays when they were going back and forth to their districts and their states. So, we had a bipartisan deal where the effects of the sequester were taken care of. But there's lots of other things. See, the sequester has only just begun to kick in. And when it gets really rolling, it's going to have a pretty big effect. There's going to be a lot more to worry about than whether there are White House tours. The military, the Justice Department, education, they're all in trouble. The military has canceled some training exercises for some of the troops. Believe me, our troops need to be the best trained in the world. The places that they go, the things that they have to put up with. The Justice Department, they might actually have to just drop cases. The sequester has even cut funding for departments in government that actually make money for the government. Now, I have no doubt that Congress will maybe do a few more of these little actions. You know, the Justice Department will probably get some help. They've already gotten some. They'll get more. The military, definitely. You know, nobody's going to stand in the way of the military. And there may be some other things. Education, they won't do anything about that, even though that's going to be really hurt. Schools, because the sequester cuts are going to trickle down to the states. And from the states, it's going to trickle down to the cities. And so you're going to have problems with the schools, but I guarantee you the Republicans will block any attempt to fix that. You know, the more educated people are, the less likely they are to vote Republican. So it's not in their self-interest. And the poor, well, the poor don't have lobbyists. And they're the ones that are going to really get creamed by this. People are already being forced out of Section 8 housing, kicked out onto the streets. When the sequester really gets rolling, we will have hundreds of thousands of people just tossed out on the street, homeless. And people with cancer are being turned away, not getting their treatments. They're going to die. That's what the sequester is all about. And they can't speak up for themselves in a way that anybody's going to hear. They don't have lobbyists. Nobody pays attention to them. It's up to us. It's up to us. We have to speak for them. We have to call, email, write our senator and our representative. We have to put it on Facebook and Twitter and make YouTube videos calling for the end of the sequester. We've got to say, you've got to do the same thing for the poor that you did for the rich. The rich were merely inconvenienced. The poor are dying. Thanks for listening.